Yay! Here we are today on the Daily Antidote of Song. So good to see everyone. I'm Elise Witt coming in from Pine Lake, Georgia. And welcome to everyone who's coming in on the live stream. So good to see all of you. And welcome those of you in whatever other forums you are joining us in. Thank you so much. And thank you especially to Carpe Diem Arts for making us come together here every day for 1,815 days. That's just incredible and beautiful. Actually, it's credible. I believe it. So welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you today, and I'm especially excited to welcome a new singer to the Daily Antidote of Song, but she's not new to me. She's a dear friend, and she's coming in from Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Her name is Roberta Kirn, and I'll tell you more about her in a moment. But first, I want to say hello to every single person who is here. Welcome, welcome, Roberta. So good to have you with us. Welcome, JoJo. She's actually home in Tacoma Park. Welcome, Nancy in Washington. Deborah in Kentucky, always dancing. Welcome, Kathy in California. Sheila in Florida. Betsy and Hoda in British Columbia. Susan G. in Cincinnati, Sue in Seattle, Dick in Victoria, one of our wonderful song leaders, Nan in Michigan, Marion in Brighton, UK. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry about that. Let's see, Marion in Brighton, Mabel and a bear, just one in Massachusetts. Hello, Adele on your iPhone. Ellen in Piscataway land. It's so long I can't even read all of it. James, Mr. Harkless, so good to see you, one of our wonderful song leaders. Laris in the UK. Elizabeth in Annapolis, another one of our wonderful song leaders. Hello, Anne in Silver Spring, Storm in Massachusetts. Sydney, always there with her beautiful Golden Gate Bridge, Caroline in DC, and Emily. Okay, time to change my page. Let's see, I've got Caroline in DC, Emily, cricket dancing in Maryland, Jonathan in Rhode Island, and Neil in Boston. Hello, hello, hello. So good to see you. Heather in Conway, New Hampshire. Oh, Gary in Massachusetts. Bob and another bear in Massachusetts. Juana La Tejana, Barbara, New Hampshire. Olga and Ariana in Los Angeles. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Kay in Texas. Arlene in Berkeley. Hope to see you soon. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. A bunch of the curly tops in Vermont. Elizabeth in California. Becky in BC. Kathy en route to home in Victoria. Cliff and Lynn coming in from Vermont. Bernice and Carol in Connecticut. Linda Stone Street in California, wonderful song writer and leader. Janet and Kat in Vermont. Gwen. There's more people coming in, but I don't see any more, so now I'm going to stop because I'm so happy to be here to sing with you on the Daily Antidote of Song.
La, 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 la.
Welcome, everyone. So happy to introduce us to this fabulous singer from Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. This is Roberta Kirn, or as she's known in Brazil, Roberta.
That's right.
Welcome.
Beta.
Welcome. It's so good to have you with us. What are we singing with you today?
I wanted to say hi to a couple song leaders that I see. Dick, who's doing the Musico del Circolo training with me, which is wonderful, and Elizabeth and Bernice and Heather, who are on, it's really fun to see some familiar faces, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm talking fast because I want to do all my songs. But so the first song we're going to do is a song that I call Love Flows In, that came to me when during the pandemic, when I was feeling a little blue, and I was outside, as I always do, in the first thing in the morning I go outside, and I took a moment to slow down, and this is the song that happened. So I'm going to sing the whole song through and then break it down. So let me make sure I'm in the right key. Okay, so it goes like this. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. So it's a comfort song, and it's been coming back through me kind of daily lately, and I thought it would be good to share with you because I think we all need songs like this now. So the first part goes like this. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. So try that. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. One more time. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. And then it just goes, love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. Let's put those two together. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. And then the next part goes, like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring. Try that. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring. Again. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring. And then it just goes, love flows in. So let's do that second part all together. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. So let's go back to the beginning. Are we good? Can we just sing the whole song? And then, so we'll sing it through in unison a couple of times. And then I'm going to add a harmony with my looper. So I'll keep the melody going, but have a harmony part, which you're welcome to, or add your own harmony, whatever. So let's see if I stayed in the right key here. So it goes. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. You're welcome to close your eyes. That's what I do. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. Once more in unison. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. And I'm going to add a little harmony here. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. One more time. Take a moment to quiet the mind, to settle down deep in the body. Love flows in, love flows in, love flows in. Like the waves, like the tide, like an everlasting spring, love flows in. And now take a nice deep breath. And I hope you feel settled in your body and have
Beautiful.
access to love, because that's what we got to do. We got to find it, right?
Absolutely. So, as we were talking before we came on here, you were mentioning your inspirations. Your Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Turn it off, Elise.
It
Throw it in the river.
You're supposed to turn the phone down, face down, and it doesn't show. I'm so sorry,
Oh,
everyone.
that's okay.
Um, yeah, I'm always curious to hear where your inspiration comes from. Who are your teachers? Um,
Yes, my most important teacher, who might be showing up, I don't know if she did, but is Dr. Ysaye Maria Barnwell, who's the teacher of so many. And
yes, yes.
so I took my first workshop with Ysaye in maybe 1993, I want to say, something like that. And then I took workshops with her and from her for every year, at least one, until she retired. And her emphasis was on building a vocal community, and that's really what I've been doing all these years because of her. I just was so moved by the music that she taught and where it came from and how it connected people. And so my goal is always to help people, just regular people, to sing regularly. Because I'm not so much about performance. I do that, but that's not my focus at all. So everyone who can talk can sing is my point of view. And so that's what I've been doing for all these years and continue to do. So I'm really trying to bring singing into staff meetings and fundraisers, and really any place where there's a gathering, get people singing the way that people in other parts of the world do.
We all have such wide expanses of our voices that we often don't even realize. I mean, one of the things that was so inspiring to me about studying with Dr. Barnwell is she can sing bass, she can sing tenor, she can sing alto, she can sing soprano. And the more that I learned from her, the more that I also stretched out. And I feel like even though I'm getting older, my voice is actually getting wider and bigger. So it's very exciting. I see people nodding along like,
Yeah.
yes, that's actually true, especially coming out of the pandemic, um, really like widening again and getting bigger and having more space.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's and if you want to get people singing all those parts that she taught, then you gotta know them all, right? You got to be able to sing
Exactly.
them. So
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So that was
So,
great.
Roberta and I actually have spent some time together very recently in Brazil. And Roberta I'm very admiring of you, Roberta. She is studying to become a leader in the Música do Círculo ways. And I'd love for you to talk some more about that.
Yeah. So I met the founders of Musico de Circolo at Bobby McFerrin workshops at Omega years ago. And so the practice that they have developed combines vocal improvisation, which is something that Bobby McFerrin is associated with, but also body percussion and vocal percussion and movement, lots of dancing. Simple, but really part integrated into it all. And game playing, fun, just a lot of fun. And it's a little different from what I've done for years. I've collected songs from around the world, and I love to teach songs from other cultures and learn songs and teach, share songs sort of from that I've learned in Haiti, in Kenya, or, I've traveled to a lot of different places, and I love getting people to sing each other's songs is a thing I love. But Musico de Circolo is, there's a lot of improvisation. So it's you don't have to speak the language. A lot of it is taught non-verbally also, which I really love. And I'm also a percussionist, so I love the integration of the rhythm, the body percussion stuff that is really fun to do. So yeah, it's super fun. That's what decided me. I thought, well, it's a lot to take on, but I thought, I don't care. It's really fun, so I'm going to do it.
I admire you greatly. And I also admire your packing for Brazil. Uh, Roberta arrived with an entire like percussion orchestra. She had a giant, oh, tell the story about bringing your shakeré. It was a shakeré, right?
Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, it's a big one, and it got broken. But a friend of mine repaired it. The top of it got broken, and we had a little bit of an oopsie in a plane where the landing gear wasn't working right, and so we had a very bumpy landing, and the shaker got a little mushed. But not the bottom part, so just the top. I had all the pieces, so it's been put back together. And you know what they say about pots that are what isn't that Japanese thing where a pot that's like broken and then you put it back together and then it has even more whatever energy, strength, whatever. So that's what I feel about my shakeré. And I got to take a couple workshops from shakeré players in Brazil. I'd never taken a workshop from a shakeré player, so that was totally fun. Yeah.
Your luggage was sort of like a Mary Poppins luggage. She kept pulling out one more, like an entire band of percussion instruments. And how did you travel with all of that? I was
It was totally, you just make room for the things you need. I really wanted to play one of the things that happens at these retreats. So Elise and I were at a retreat for Musico de Circolo, which is, anyone can go. You don't have to have training or anything to go. It's totally fun. And what happens in between the times where you're actually actively participating in the practice is there's a break, and then people play instruments and sing and just it's continuous music. So I had been the year before, and I really wanted to bring an instrument to play. So that's why I brought my shakeré. So I played, shakeré with an accordion player. That was really fun, and all kinds. There's people from all over the world that go and do this, so it's totally fun. So,
beautiful. So what do you have coming up that you want folks to know about?
um, well, I'm here on Martha's Vineyard, and I'm doing the training for Musico de Circolo. So the next thing for me is to start a practice group here, which is really fun. So I'm starting to do the things with people that I'm learning about. And
Ooh, I wish I
but
was there.
I know, I wish you were here too. But it's really fun to sort of recruit people, and they're not necessarily musicians. It's really about having fun and playing together, and you teach to whoever comes. So it could be complicated or it could be really simple, depending on who shows up. So yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on right now.
One of the things I admire about you is, in addition to being a wonderful singer and writer of songs and percussionist, you have a really strong history as a dancer.
Yes, I was a dancer for a bunch of years in New York City before I moved to Martha's Vineyard. And I'm not a city girl, but when you're a dancer and you graduate from college and you go to New York. But then I was in a small company and I did that for quite a while. And then I moved to the Vineyard, and I'm still part of a dance festival that happens every summer here. And that's really fun. But I also lead an improvised circle song during the festival that happens, and that's really fun too. So I like it all. And I mean, the first time that I went and studied with Bobby McFerrin, I I just cried the whole time because it incorporated everything I love with, singing with melody and harmony and then rhythm and movement. And I was overwhelmed with, 200 people doing this all together under the tutelage of master teachers. It was just extraordinary. So
Yeah.
I'm hooked forever.
You have another song
I
for us. I
do. I do. There's sort of two songs. So when I was thinking about Women's History Month, um, Ysaye used to teach these two songs were the only spirituals that talked about women. Right? There aren't very many spirituals that talk about women. So so there are two of them, and I'm going to kind of weave them together. Here is I'm going to just make sure that I'm in the right key. Oh, so yeah, so here, this one goes like this. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, oh, Mary, ring them bells. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, oh, Mary, ring them bells. So why don't we just sing that much, and then we'll go on to the archangels, all right? So here we go. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, oh, Mary, ring them bells. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, oh, Mary, ring them bells. And the next part goes, I hear archangels a rockin' Jerusalem. I hear archangels ringing them bells. I hear archangels a rockin' Jerusalem. I hear archangels ringing them bells. And then it goes back to, oh, Mary, oh, Martha. So this is, you could get up and dance to this one because it swings, right? So we'll just sing that for a little while, and then I'm going to do it as a round, and then I'm going to go to the next part. Well, I'll introduce the next part right now so that you won't be surprised when it comes in. The next part goes, Run, Mary, run. Goes, Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. One more time. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. Okay, so we're going to put all those together, and you can sing whatever you'd like. And I just want to say, I have traveled a lot, and one of my favorite things was I traveled to Kenya to teach and sing and learn songs from girls at this academy in Dwaraja Academy in Kenya. And I taught them this song, and the next day they were just singing it all over campus. You got a right to the tree of life. Ha! So I love that. So here comes Oh Mary, Oh Martha. I'll sing that through a couple times and then put it as a round, and then we'll go on to Run Mary. Is that okay? Everybody following along? It's pretty simple. Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
That's why I love these. I love these songs because you can just go, right? And you can sing harmony, whatever works for you. Here we go. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ring them bells. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ring them bells. I hear archangels a rockin' Jerusalem. I hear archangels ringing them bells. I hear archangels rockin' Jerusalem. I hear archangels. Let's do that one more time. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ring them bells. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, here comes a round. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ringing them bells. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh, and here we go with Run Mary. Run Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ring them bells. Oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ring them bells. I hear oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary, ringing them bells. I hear oh Mary, oh Martha, oh Mary. Let's do that again. I hear archangels a rockin' Jerusalem. I hear archangels ringing them bells. I hear archangels a rockin' Jerusalem. I hear oh Mary, here comes Run Mary Run. Run Mary Run. Run Mary Run, I say. Run Mary Run. You got a right to the tree of life. Again, Run Mary Run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, oh, Mary, ring them bells. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha, Oh, Mary, ring them bells. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha. Oh, Mary, ring them bells. Oh, Mary, oh, Martha. Oh, Mary, ring them bells. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. You got a right to the tree of life. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Thank you so
So
much, Roberta.
fun.
And
Thank
thank you,
you.
Dr. Barnwell, for bringing all of this music to so many of us and
Uh,
letting us bring it through us from you.
yes. Yes. So many people. Yeah. Were
Thanks,
influenced.
everyone, for being here today. We've got a very exciting week coming up that I think is going to be on our screen in just a moment. So I can
Sure
tell you
is.
that.
Actually, before we close, can Issei would like to vocalize
Oh,
one
yay.
of the yeah, she's on my phone. She can't get
Okay.
online. So
Okay.
hang on one second. Issei, you're up if you want to do a Run Mary Run.
Here we go. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run, I say. Run, Mary, run. Well, you got a right to the tree of life. Well, run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run. Run, Mary, run. You got the right to the tree of life right here.
Woo! All right,
Yes,
Ysaye
yes,
Barnwell.
yes.
Everybody
Oh,
on
my
the screen right
goodness.
now is flapping their hands and sending you hearts. We're
Woo!
so glad you're here, and we can't wait till we can get you in next time with your actual camera on and the whole works. I'm gonna turn it back over to Elise. Thanks so much, Ysaye, and thanks,
Thank
Elise.
you.
And
Thank you. Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Issei.
you,
So good to have
everybody.
you with us. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
I,
Woo!
I could cry. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So I'm so happy to have you here today, Roberta. You're new, and of course, we hope to have you back again tomorrow. Elena La Fulana, I think she's from DC area. Melissa James from the UK, and music in the Mashan with our wonderful friend Shruti. So I'm guessing that they're coming in from India. Lisa is from New York, Lisa Gutkin, and Lara Herskovich from Connecticut. So we have several new people coming in, and then several favorites that we all love to come back and sing together. Whew, what a day, what a day. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you especially to Roberta for bringing those beautiful songs and the inspiration of Dr. Ysaye Barnwell. And I think it's time for me to say thank you, thank you. You got a right to the tree of life. Thank you, Joe in Tacoma Park, Deborah dancing in Kentucky, Kathy in California, Sheila in Florida, Betsy in Maryland, Elizabeth in Annapolis, always singing. So good to see you. Hoda in British Columbia, Susan G in Cincinnati. Thank you, Sue in Seattle and Heather in Conway, New Hampshire. Thank you, Dick, one of our wonderful song leaders coming in from Victoria, BC, who has inspired so many singers to go out into the community to sing together. Thank you, Marion in Brighton, UK, Mabel and a bear in Massachusetts, and thank you, Ellen in Baltimore, Maryland, James, Jim, where'd you go? Things are just flipping around. There you are. Jim Harkless, one of our wonderful song leaders from Maryland, and Bernice and Barbara in New Hampshire, Laris in the UK, Storm always coming in from the Stormiverse, Sydney in San Francisco, Caroline in DC, Neil in Boston, Bonnie in Boise. Time to change my screen. Where's Bonnie in Boise? Oh, oh, oh. Oh my goodness, there you are. Emily, thank you. And thank you, Adele, on your iPhone. And in Silver Spring, Linda, Cricket in Maryland, dancing, dancing, dancing. Athena in Brooklyn. Nancy in Washington State with your Irish cow. Gary finding solutions in Massachusetts. Bob and another bear in Massachusetts. Juana La Tejana, so good to see you. Ariana, keeping us all looking and sounding so good, working for the daily antidote of song. Aloysius in Massachusetts, Arlene in Berkeley, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, several of the curly tops in Vermont, Kathy B. en route to home in Victoria, Linda in California, so lovely to see you, wonderful singer, Fred in Silver Spring, Kat in Vermont, and Christine and Keith, and this needs to go away so that I can see, oh yes, Kim on Victoria Island. Thank you everyone for being here today on the Daily Antidote of Song. Have a beautiful rest of your day and hope to see you